And you're listening to Kayshia In The Mornings right here on Millennium Internet Radio. Once again, thank you all for checking us out on YouTube, getting a chance to listen to me talk about some of our topics that I discuss on my radio show from 6 to 10 in the morning on Millennium Internet Radio, home of your favorite early 2000s hip hop, R&B, pop, and gospel between the years of 2000 and 2010. So welcome back again. This is our day 4 of doing a YouTube channel. So thank you all for your support. Make sure that you go to our website, millenniumradios.com, and listen live. You get a chance to hear some of your favorite early 2000s throwbacks. Get a chance to reminisce on them days back in those early 2000s. Either if you was in high school, college, partying at the local clubs, or driving around with your boo, whatever you was doing in them early 2000s, you get a chance to hear those songs. And if there's a few songs that you would love to hear that you do not hear on my station, please feel free to email me at millenniuminternetradio@gmail.com, and I could go ahead and add those songs to the playlist so that you can hear those songs that you requested. So now that I have gotten that out the way, let's go on ahead and move on to some of these topics. So let's see here. Which topic do I want to talk about first? Let's go on ahead and jump right into the conversation um, about Tamar Braxton. So people are, um, there's a discussion going on right now talking about how black women are are now dating more white men, and and just to let you know, we don't know if Tamar is actually dating this guy named JR, but he's an attorney out there in Atlanta. Um, we don't know if she is actually dating him, but they showed up to a party together. It looked like it was a celebration for himself. But it's just crazy on how people just assume stuff just because you're walking into a party or to a restaurant or just anywhere with somebody. Somebody always have to assume that you're dating. But the topic is that, successful black women they starting to see are dating more white men, and black men are stating like, oh well, if it was a black man dating a white woman, all black women would be up in the uproar about the situation. First off, if Tamar is dating this nice looking guy, JR, who's an attorney, who have his own law firm out there in Atlanta, if they are dating, congratulations. Tamar, we have seen you in with your marriage with Vince. We saw you in another relationship with another black man, and then now we see you out with JR. So if you are dating him, congratulations. I am definitely rooting for y'all. So now that we're going to talk about this conversation here. So in the comments, I want you all to talk about uh how do you feel about if you see a black woman with a white man, or if you see a black man with a white woman. How do you feel? What are your thoughts? What are your opinions about this topic? So I'm just going to talk about mine because I am a black woman. I am a single black woman. I have no kids. I haven't dated in a few years. And it's not that I haven't put myself out there. It's just for some reason, the guys, and I love me a black man. I promise you, I still want to date black men. I'm so not wanting to go outside of the race to date. But it's just hard because when you meet a lot of black men, they automatically want to assume, especially in my situation, they see me as like the homie. Like I'm super chill, I'm super cool. I like to have a good time. I like to laugh. You know what I'm saying? So they just see me as the homie. So I don't know if I put myself in a homie situation with black men, but I have had some guys outside of the race who have like really liked my personality, liked what I was going for, pushing for in my life, with me having my own business, me, leaving my hometown for the first time ever to, take that leap of faith to go move somewhere else. They love the aspiration, and I'm pretty much inspiring them at times, and they love it. They're not intimidated if I'm making more money or if I'm out here going to school getting my master's degree. Shout out to all my master's degree, PhD black women out there, but I have my master's degree. they find it so like great to see, and they want to be a part of your story, your life. And whereas the black men, I have had some guys that called me, I was arrogant, because I didn't want to, like, go out on a date with him. Clearly, he was one of those street dudes. And no, I'm not going to be sitting over here dating these street dudes. I know some people be like, oh, well, this is, no, I don't do that. I had a few dates with some awesome black men. It turned out that they found somebody that was a little bit more of where they were coming from. I, at the time, was not looking at starting a family. I, at the time, did not take that leap of faith, so I did not want to stay in my hometown. I wanted to expand and see something different and be around different cultures and so much more. Um, so that relationship, quote unquote, relationship, did not work out because I was not in the same situation that he was in. He was looking to have, buy a house, find a wife, have kids, all of that stuff. That's just not what I was on. I really wanted to just see the world. And I got a chance to do that. I got a chance to work in a career that I've been fighting to get into for so many years. I finally got into that career, and it was great. So for me, if I see a black woman, I see a black woman with a white man, I am automatically cheering her on, only because I'm a black woman and I know how these white guys come at us. There's not a lot of them that's like super mean or anything like that, but they are inspired by us. They love the goals and the hustle of us black women. They love our shades of blackness. They love our hair. They love to know more about us. They truly do want to know about us. I could go on a date or talk to a guy that's outside of the race, and like he's asking me questions, and I get a chance to sit there and talk about me. Now, not saying that this is the case for all, but most of the black men was in that I was dating love to talk about themselves. So you just sit there and hear them talk, 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 and you be like, okay, the date is over, and I only got two sentences in. So I'm rooting for any black woman that got a white man, go for it. I already know that majority of the black men, they prefer white women. I've had some guy friends who I knew, who they was like, uh, although their mother is black, sisters and cousins are black, they was just like, most of the black women out here, they just, looking for to come up. Most of the women out here, they don't, black women, they don't want to work or all this other stuff, and just all of this stuff that I'd be like, where are you coming from? Who are you around? Because that's not all black women. So why do you sit here and say that you won't date any black woman because of what you have seen or what you had attracted? It was just one of those craziest things. And so I was watching TGIF with Claudia Jordan, Al Reynolds, and Funky Dineva, and I totally agree with Claudia Jordan, because she was like, if you are stating that you don't want to date somebody of your same race because of whatever, that's the situation. But if you sit there and you actually, work with a person, and this person is of the opposite race, and they are talking to you, and y'all start meshing and y'all vibing, what's the problem with it? So I don't have a problem with seeing black men with white women and all this stuff, but I just don't like the fact when, because with us black women, we not sitting up there, for what I know, we ain't out here trying to be all like, oh my gosh, like, trying to floss our stuff all around white women, trying to be all whatever. It's just these women outside that's not black who be dating these black men. I've noticed like they be trying to show off and be trying to like, be like, ha ha ha, I got this black man, you don't. You be like, okay, but this is not a contest. You could have him, but technically I didn't want to date him anyway. So it's all right. So I think that's where I come from with it. But I would love to know what y'all opinions are about interracial dating. I know I always said, and I continue to say, I love my black men. I would love to date, marry, and have kids with a black man. But if something happens and it's not with a black man and it's somebody outside of the race, and we love one another, and we crushing out goals and making things happen for ourselves, I'm gonna go for it. And money don't have nothing to do with it. So I'm just looking for somebody I can vibe with, somebody that I can be happy with, somebody that I could grow old with, somebody that can communicate, can talk, and protect, provide. I got you. Be the same way. So, all right. So that was that topic. So let's go ahead and move on to the second topic here. And the second topic is going to be about Miss Carrie Hilson. So on Cocktails with the Queens this week, you can watch that on Fox Soul, as well as TGIF. Claudia Jordan hosts both of them. Make sure you all go to YouTube and like, share, subscribe so that you get a chance to watch these shows as well. Cocktails with the Queens host is Claudia Jordan, Vivica A. Fox, Lisa Ray, and Selena Johnson. I would definitely say shout out to Selena Johnson and to Claudia Jordan because they usually always show me love if I comment underneath their comments, or if I post something. I've seen Selena Johnson like one of my posts or a few posts, so shout out to y'all. Thank you for the support, although you probably don't know me. Okay, y'all don't know me, but I do appreciate the support from you ladies. So thank you, thank you, thank you. But let's go on ahead and talk about Carrie Hilson's Twitter. That she tweeted the one time. She said that often the cheapest thing a man can offer you is an expensive gift. So, ladies, have you, and gentlemen, let's just put it that way, because some of us women are out here doing a thing too. You probably bought your man a real big expensive gift. But buying an expensive gift for somebody, if you're in a relationship with them, is that pretty much a cost of their love to you? Do you think that men buying women an expensive gift is them covering up something, or making them say like, oh well, you have to be with me type deal because I bought you this gift? To be honest with you, I can't even relate to this situation. I can't even relate to this situation, to be honest with you. I've never received an expensive gift. I'm one of those type of girls that, I came from, the bottom and I'm working my way up. So to me, expensive gifts don't mean nothing at all to me. I prefer your time. I prefer, being around you, hearing your voice. So I guess all of that is revolved around time. So your time is best for me. Give me your time, even if it's on a text. And if it's text, you better give me a good reason why you texted me, because we should be at dinner. We should be possibly at your house or in my apartment or your apartment. We should be somewhere where we could be face to face, where we could have a little cuddle time. We could just talk about anything, and it don't have to be a 8-hour situation. I know, both of us will be working. So you have a job you have to attend to and do. I have a job that I have to attend to do. But give me at least a good hour, 2 hours, where we could just sit down and talk. I could look at you in your eyes. You could look at me in my eyes. I could be, wrap my little 5'3", 110 pounds around your waist or whatever. Because I'm hoping whoever I get with is about like 6 foot and higher. I love me them 6'5"ers. So, anyways, but put in your comments, have you ever had a relationship that you was in? Did somebody ever buy you a super expensive gift and be like, hey, I can't be with you, but hey, here's this gift here. This Gucci bag, or this whatever. I don't even know these designer names because I don't even buy designer. Go to Burlington Coat Factory for me, and I'll be all straight. I'll be straight. But New York and Company, buy me a nice little pants set or dress set or something, summer dress, something. But anyways, um, but yeah, I want to know what your comments are. What do you feel about Carrie Hilson's tweet that she put on Twitter? Often the cheapest thing a man can offer you is an expensive gift. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Have you been in her situation? Have you not been in her situation? Put in the comments. I want to know, and I get a chance to talk about it later on our show tomorrow. Wow, tomorrow's Friday. Can't believe it. Going by super fast, y'all. We about to be in September. So the next story that I want to talk about Oh my gosh, this here, we're gonna talk about Joe Biden, well, President Biden, um, wanting to take away $10,000 of anybody who is in student loan debt. Take away $10,000 away from their debt. Um, and I'm gonna share with everybody. I am over $87,000 in student loan debt. I just like everybody else, I can apply for a house, get rejected. Normally, if I apply for, hopefully I don't get rejected now. But I'm looking. I just moved back from San Diego, California, back to my hometown of Youngstown, Ohio. So my whole thing is getting too expensive everywhere, and I just need to come back home and ride it out until inflation goes down, so that I can finally, be able to afford to do a lot of stuff that I want to do. But in the time being, I need an apartment, and I don't want to be, sleeping on people's couches, But um, with the student loan debt, a lot of times you are denied a lot of stuff. I've been working on my credit report to get that up. I'm not in the bad at all. I'm actually good. We're about to get up there to be even better pretty soon. Um, so it's just hard to try to get yourself up there to the point where you can afford to, or to get apartments. I haven't had any issues with getting a car, which is like kind of crazy. I could get a car, but for some reason the apartment complexes be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, this just too much debt on your what?" I don't even go for credit cards, so I have no credit cards. I'm just, if I could afford it with cash or my paycheck, I'll do it. But if I can't, I'm not gonna worry about credit cards. But um, just wanted to see how you all feel about this $10,000 uh, coming off of our student loan debt. Now, I was watching the news and I got disappointed because I was like, y'all was saying $10,000, which for me, I did go to the website to receive an email when it was time for us to be able to apply for it, but they talking about up to $10,000. So you are able to get up to $10,000 taken away from your student loan debt if you're making less than $125,000 a year. So I definitely qualify for that. You could get another $10,000 taken off if you was receiving Pell Grants while you were in school. That's me. So technically, I could get $20,000 taken off of my student loan debt if I could get into the system and to fill out the application to make it happen. Fingers crossed. But on the news, they were saying yesterday a lot of people, the website went down because a lot of people was coming there, trying to get their sign up for the email and put in their information so that they could receive information to get this forgiveness taken off of their student loan debt. Um, you know, I just wish that they could take it off completely, wipe it away. I was listening to the Breakfast Club this morning, and they had this topic up, and they had people calling in talking about how they felt about the $10,000. Some people was like it's not enough, but they'll take it. Just like I said, it's not enough, but I'll take it. There's some people say just take it completely away because it's like really holding people back. And then there was one guy who called. He was a white guy who said that personally he worked hard, and there's a whole bunch of people out here working hard to do what they got to do, and they able to pay off theirs. So why can't the rest of us? And I'm just sitting up here like, first off, I'm working my behind off too, but it's not easy to if I could go and send my resume in and get hired at a job that's paying $60,000 a year, I would easily do it. But there's somebody that's going to reject your resume. There's going to be somebody that's like, nah, you're reading these qualifications. You need at least 5, 10, 20 years experience within this this for this job level. You need to know how to do this. You need to know how to do that. And it's just like, how am I going to learn how to do that if y'all don't give me the chance to do it? Right? And this is what I was saying when I first graduated out of college. I'm over here applying to all these jobs, and these jobs are saying, I'm sorry, we can't hire you because you don't have enough experience. Well, where can I get the experience from if you're not going to hire me? Hire me so I can get this experience. I'm a fast learner, just like so many other people. Hire us so we can do it. Where are these jobs that can hire us to make good money? And I tell people all the time, it bothers me so bad because they pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed college down our throats. I was born in 1985, so I am 37 years old. I was in the era of in middle school to high school where they was pushing. If you want to live the American dream, the white house, the big house with the white picket fence with your husband and two kids, the dog, the cat, the good paying job, you making like 50, 60,000 dollars a year, you are set. Go to college. This is what you need to do. They pushed it on us. By the time I got my associate's degree in 2007 and then got my bachelor's degree in 2009, I was applying for jobs. They told me, oh, well, pretty much your bachelor's degree don't mean anything because now everybody have their bachelor's degree. So now you need to go to get your master's. So they push you to do all this stuff to get you in student loan debt for you to be like, hey, I can't get a job now that should be paying me the amount of money I should be making with this degree. I'm still in like the $25,000 bracket with a master's degree. I don't get it. How much harder do I need to work? Do I need 3 jobs to be working? I refuse to sit there and live my life just to wake up, to work all day, to go to sleep, to wake up, to do that again. I am not doing that. I worked 2 jobs multiple times out of my life, and things in life happens where you need to put money on something. You have money saved up. Oh, now you got to spend the money because something happened. I don't know where this white guy works or what he's done. Please create a guidebook or open your doors to hire some of us so that we can enjoy the life and be saying the same thing of, hey, I worked hard, I got the money to pay off mine, I'm good. I would love to pay off my student loan debt. It's not that I don't want to, I would love to. I'm just barely making it myself out here. You know, I don't get food stamps, I don't get Section 8, I don't get Medicaid. uh you know, I'm out here like literally struggling with all this inflation with the little bit of money that I'm making. And there's so many people out here with the same situation. We are barely making it out here, and y'all are finding money to give to Ukraine and to the different wars that's going on, but y'all cannot help the people who are living in our own country. What is going on? We have Democrats that's for it, we have Republicans that's against it. But yet, y'all could get this money to send outside the United States to help somebody else, but just say, forget my own people. It just bothers me so bad. I just don't get it. And I was like, until somebody hires me and give me a job that pays me a good amount of money and give me that American dream that they said or sat there and fed us while we was in school, I'm just gonna have to do my $20 a month. $20 a month ain't gonna get you nowhere. That student loan debt is just gonna be sitting there. So I do agree with Angela Yee on this. Angela Yee said that, you know, she finally was able to pay off her student loan debt, but she is not sitting up here upset with the fact that other people need assistance to help them pay off theirs. Thank you, Angela Yee, for saying that, because I don't know why other people are so upset on the fact that there is somebody out here, that there's an assistance program for people like myself who have so much debt because of student loans. We went to school because we wanted to get ourselves out of whatever situation we was in, to get ourselves in a better situation by breaking generational curses, and then we're still in some type of hardship or a curse because nobody wants to hire people, you know. And it's just one of those things where and I'm not gonna say everybody, but majority of the white folks, like this guy that called into the Breakfast Club, if y'all could only live in our shoes for a month, forget a day, a month, and you could walk around looking like the shade that I am, and just going around, just doing what you need to do, and you get a chance to see firsthand what America really looks like from my eyes, from the eyes of people that look like myself, you will have a whole different tune, hopefully. But the thing is, your tune won't change because eventually, with that, after that month, you get to go back to how you was living, and so now you're not gonna care. But I just would love for one good solid month I could go out here and be living the way that I should be living, right? Boy, I would tell you, I'll be out here racking up all type of money and have it saved. But anywho, I rambled on with that one. Student loan debts always makes me, it just boils my doggone blood. I just shout out to Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and some of the other people that have, and Nina Turner, who are like really fighting for us to get the whole student loan debt taken away. Um, I Not all of us have parents who are doctors and lawyers. Not all of us is making $100,000 a year. Not all of us are big time top CEOs of big time banks and all this stuff like that. We're just not, And my mom did what she needed to do to get us to where we are, and the fact that she had 4 kids and worked her behind off for all these years and still working her behind off. And now we have, I don't have any kids, but the fact that we are out here, her kids, we all out here trying to hustle and bustle, trying to find a way to make a way so that we can stop struggling. It's just wild for me. This is wild, that we are still in America, and America that's supposed to be, the best country ever, which people still say that we are, but we definitely got a lot of problems. We got a lot of problems, people, and if you don't see these problems, that I think you're a part of the problem. So we're gonna go on ahead and we're gonna close out early today. But what I want you to do is put down your comments, your opinions, thoughts down in the comment section. There was 3 topics today. You could talk about all 3. You could talk about whichever one that you're more passionate about. Hopefully, you got a chance to watch or listen to the entire show, so that you can put your opinions down. But like I said, give me some time to continue to get warmed up with this, and eventually I can have all these different music in the backgrounds, the effects, and probably you'll see my face. Once I get my hair done, I got my consultation tomorrow, so have my hair all done up and looking all cute. And then once my hair is not that great, I'll come off camera. but but yeah, definitely follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook under Millennium Internet Radio, Instagram, Millennium Internet Radio, Twitter, Millennium INTE, the number 6. Uh, Definitely share, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Tell a friend, tell a friend, to tell a friend to follow us as well. I keep telling people this, although I'm a small time internet radio station at the moment, pretty soon I will be a big time empire. So definitely follow us now, see the beginning, follow us, rock with us at the beginning, so that you can see the entire evolution of how we get up there to where I want this station to be. And I won't be able to get there if it's not for you all for watching, listening, sharing, liking, and subscribing. So, on that note, I'm going to get on out of here, and I will be back tomorrow to talk about some other topics. And if you have topics that you would like to hear my opinion about, or if you just want to put your opinion on those new topics in a comment, please feel free. I will go ahead and read your comments and give you a shout out as well on the next video here on YouTube. So have a great Thursday, and be careful, be safe, and look out for one another.